Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hi everyone, I'm coming to you today with a review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 finale. And when I tell y'all this was a good episode, I was like, they brought it at the end. I'm so glad because these other episodes, it was hit or miss. I was on the edge of my seat like the whole time. I couldn't get my notes down fast enough before something else happened. So let's get to it. We're starting off with Travis and Madison. Now that they realize this armor, like, bump y'all, we gone, we leaving y'all to die. And they like, oh, that ain't finna to happen. We finna to get our family, Daniel and his daughter, and we finna to go get our child and his wife, and we getting up out of here. We ain't even gonna tell the neighbors. We just gonna let them fend for themselves. Because if two people know, then the army gonna know, and that's gonna mess up our plan. Meanwhile, we got Daniel over here. He ready to kill Officer Soldier Andy. And Andy's like, no, y'all ain't even got to kill me because I can help y'all get into that facility. See, where y'all trying to go, it's a big old maze. You ain't going to be able to get around there without my help. So y'all need to take me with you. Daniel's like, nah, he a liability. I done already cut this man up 5 ways from Sunday. No, he don't need to come with us. But now, like, no, y'all need me. If you want to find your wife and that drugged out boy, y'all need me. So Ophelia, she's all mad and in her feelings because she done found out her daddy was a killer from way back. And he's like, look here, girl. Well, he didn't say this, but he's giving her a look like, look, you was sheltered all your life. You didn't have to grow up the way I grew up. I didn't choose that life. That life chose me. I didn't go out wanting to be a killer, but they came to these doggone thugs and all that stuff like, hey, if you don't start killing with us, we gonna kill you and your family. He didn't want that, so he started killing. He put all that back, all that killing behind him. He done married, had a daughter. But now, it's like, I'm trying to get your mama, my wife. So I had to do what I had to do. I had to do some torture. But she's like, Daddy, I thought you was the one getting hurt and tortured. I never knew that about you. And he's like, of course. I didn't want you to know that I was killing from way back. I didn't want you to look at me different. But now you looking at me all sideways like I'm some monster. I'm not a monster. I didn't want that life, but I had to live that life. So somehow, Travis then let Soldier Andy talk him into letting him go. Now, I was like, this is going to come back to bite each and every one of them in the tail of the end. Like, why are you doing this? You could have kept that man hostage until you got your wife, well, your ex-wife, and your stepson, and Daniel's wife, and y'all could have been gone, and then y'all could have took him to some safety and let him go. Why Travis is still being this nice person is beyond me. Because in this world right now, ain't no nice people. Well, it's few, but this army, they was going to do y'all wrong, and he was a part of the army. And he's like, no, that wasn't even me, bro. That wasn't me. But, like, you was in on it, and the fact that you didn't tell nobody made you just as bad as everybody else. So, meanwhile, we got Daniel over here. They didn't all descended from their gated place they was at, and Daniel come walking off. And this is where I was like, why Daniel going, last week episode, I was like, why is Daniel going over there to where those walkers at? Did he need to see for himself that the walkers was, trapped up in the stadium? But no, Daniel was getting all his ducks in line to go rescue his wife. So here I stay at the little guard stand. They on this like platform, 2 guards with like 2 guns. He like, oh bro, what y'all doing now? So they looking like, man, if you don't get up on here and get back to your house. He's like, you know what, you might want to save those guns for another occasion, like these thousands of walkers that I brought upon you. So he didn't use the walkers as a distraction. So while the soldiers and the guards, on the platform were too busy concerned about these walkers, Daniel, he didn't scooted over there with the rest of the crew to go in there to get Liza, Nick, and what is his wife's name? I forgot what Daniel's wife's name. He didn't slid out. Okay, me and my crew fit to go in there. We fit to handle some things and get our families back. So Army Doctor Lady, she's sitting in there helping patients, her and Liza, and they hear some shooting. She's like, hold up, this is not good. So she goes outside and see all hell broke loose. So she's like, you know what, Liza, ain't even no point of even saving these patients, because between all the walkers ascending on this place, the helicopters leaving us, ain't no point in saving nobody because we all fit to die. And Liza's like, oh snap. She's like, just go ahead and get up out of here, Liza, save yourself. I'm gonna just go over here and just sit here and I guess wait for the rest of the walkers to come take us out and turn us. I don't know what her plan is, but she's like, you know what, ain't any no point to put no energy in saving nobody no more, because this place is just surrounded by more walkers than we have guards. So for whatever reason, Travis and crew thought it was a good idea to leave Chris and Alicia there with the cars. Yes, Alicia, who was always off trying to do something and doing in dangerous situations, and Chris, who was always trying to help and go find and save somebody. We're going to leave these two cheering at the car. So y'all, if we ain't back by a certain time, y'all go take this car and get on. So they hear some noise, so they decide, oh, we gonna duck down in the car, and car windows get smashed out. It's the army. They like, look here, bro, we finna take this car. Y'all come with us if you want. If not, we still taking this car. We ain't finna sit there and risk our lives for those people, because we already know the world's going to hell. So y'all can come with us if you want. If not, we still taking this car. Chris sitting there trying to protect Alicia from these dudes that trying to get with her. He get knocked out with one hit or quitter. I'm like, dang, like, this boy can't win for losing. So now he knocked out on the floor, and Alicia's got to be there to protect him. I'm like, out of all the cars, they picked that car. What, did they see them get in that car, the army dudes, or what? Because, like, all the cars that was in that parking structure, y'all picked that car. So now the crew one car down. So Liza, she's trying to run to safety and get on the back of this truck, but in the meantime, she's like, oh snap, maybe I should go get, Nick. In the process, she's just sitting there as all this commotion is going on. She's just like in shock, just watching, oh snap, this man, he done just got bit in the shoulder, so he's gonna just run into the helicopter to kill himself. I see somebody over here get munching on by one of the infected. I'm like, Liza, wake up out of this daze you in, boo-boo. You need to be running for cover, because while you sitting here enjoying this scene of people getting killed and mauled and killing themselves, you need to be running to safety. I know you in shock and all, but I'm going to need you to snap out of it fast. Like, you ain't got time to be in shock. I know that's kind of insensitive to say, but like, we running for lives right now. I need you to wake up and quit enjoying this show that you're watching of people getting mauled and, like I said, and all that stuff, and get to running. I need to know who left the door open so the infected can get in, because they don't know how to turn knobs or nothing. So once you run into a door, take that 1 second to close it behind you. So we got, the crew running through the cages like, hey, have you seen this person? It's like, yeah, he just left a suit man right there. Because, suit man done got the key and they done got up out of there. And he being all cocky like, oh, no, this is not a one-size-all-fits kids. He's walking, him and Nick. And Nick like, no, I'm with bro, but I'm sorry, we can't help y'all. Then he's like, we ain't got time to be trying to, unlock all these cages for all these people. We need to find my wife, your ex-wife, and your son, get to our location of our car, and get up out of here. We ain't got time to be sitting around trying to stop and help people. Come on, let's get this together, y'all. Y'all, I thought Nick and Suit Man was gonna die, because, like, they trying to get out the door, and you need, like, a little key card to get out. They can't get out. They trying out the door. There's walkers, like, feet away. His mom is on the other side of the door. He's like, just go, mom. And just, like, he was going to be like, y'all just go and save yourself. Liza come running down the hall. She can't get her car to work right at first. And finally, at the last second, they was able to open the door. But, like, they couldn't close it. So now the walkers is following them. I'm like, who was that person that left that door open? Who did that? I'm gonna need to stop. So they get, lies and lies like, look, I'm sorry, Daniel and Ophelia, but your wife, she got too bad off and she died. And Ophelia is like, oh, I want to see my mom. I'm like, I know, Ophelia, I know you sad and upset right now, but we running for our lives. Like, literally at this moment, we are running for our lives. We don't have time to stop and view the body and all that stuff. Like, there's walkers, like, literally right here as I'm yelling at you. There are walkers right there trying to get us. So I need you to snap out of this right now. So the crew walk up on Army Lady Doctor, and, like, we see a whole bunch of patients. And I'm like, they got, like, a shot in their head. I'm like, are these, like, the people that was helping? These patients? She's like, go ahead and with that little bolt gun thing, she just go ahead and, humanely euthanizing them so they can't come back as walkers. I get that. Don't need no more of these I should say infected out there. They like, look here, you have skills that we need, so why don't you come with us? But she's like, you know what, I don't think I want to do that. I think that's a stupid idea because, it's, you won't have a crew with you. There's strength in numbers. If you by yourself with a bow gun, like, unless you got that generator with you, that thing ain't really helpful. What, you just don't go ahead and kill yourself? Don't know. Meantime, Ophelia, she goes out to where her mom was, I guess, burnt dead. Now it's broad daylight, and ain't no walker the first around. I'm like, where the walkers at? Still trapped in the maze inside there? I don't know, but now they get to the apartment structure. There's no Chris or Alicia around. I was like, where these doggone kids at? They been hid inside a closet after they done got carjacked. That's like, alright, Mom, we helpful. They asked Superman, like, who are you? And niggas like, you know what, this man helped me, so y'all give this man a break. So he coming with us. So as they talking and everybody then met back up, who should walk up but Andy the soldier that was getting tortured by Daniel. He's like, oh, look here, bro, I'm back, Daniel, what you got to say? And Daniel's looking like, and what you want me to do? I was trying to get my wife back. And he had a gun pointed at Daniel. And didn't I tell y'all that he was going to come back to bite him in the butt? So he got this gun pointed at Daniel. And Ophelia, she over there, no, don't do it, no. He shoots her. I'm like, oh, snap. And this is when Travis's inner Rick came up out of him. And he, like, tackles Andy the soldier dude to the ground and commits to just working on his head. And I was like, by the time he got somebody to pull him off of Andy Soldier, I'm pretty sure he didn't have any kind of facial bone structures left. Like, I know he just didn't. So down they like, okay, we one car short, we gonna get up out of here. Then I see like Ophelia in the back of the car, like, what? Y'all taking her with y'all? Did she just get shot? But come to find out, she was only shot in the shoulder, with a little medicine and a little stitch up, she'll be alright. So Superman is telling Madison where to drive to. You can't drive on this road because it's going to be backed up and he ain't going to be able to get through. So take this road. It looked like it used to be like a stream or something. I think that's where they was on Terminator. They was riding through that thing. But anyways, they get to this nice house. And Superman's like, y'all can sit here, relax, chill, eat, get all that stuff done. So Nick was like, okay, what you gonna do? Because Superman, he's getting his suits and his clothes together. Like, he's finna to leave. He's going to be dressed down for the rest of this infected apocalypse. So he's like, where you going? He's like, you know what? Nick is like, can we stay here? He's like, no, you cannot stay here. You can sit here, relax, eat, and then y'all got to go. And he's like, where you going? He's like, you see that boat out there? That's my yacht. That's where I will be going. And I will be by myself at sea without a care in the world. Now, where y'all going, that's really no concern of mine. Your services are no longer needed. I did what I needed to do to get it back to facilities. Bye-bye. So Liza, she decides to go down there and take her a walk down the beach. And Madison, she being nosy, goes down there and she's like, where are you going? Well, I'm like, where are you going down there for? You don't know who's down there, who could be affected. But she was like, she showed her scar. She was like, look here, I'm going to need you. I can't do it myself. I need you to do it. I know you already don't like me, so this will probably bring you some, some pleasure. And Travis can't do it because this would tear him up. As they talking, Travis walks up like, okay, what you got that gun in your hand for? She was like, look here, I done got scratched. I am infected. He was like, but we got medicine for that. And she's like, look here, Travis, that medicine is not going to help me. This is how it works. Once you get scratched or bit, you are infected. If you die, you going to come back as one of those things. So remember that. Remember what I'm telling you. It's kind of like parallel to season 1 of The Walking Dead when that dude at the CDC was like, okay, when you die, you come back as one of those things. So make sure you go ahead and it's one shot to the head is going to take care of that. So I don't know who does it. I don't know if it was Travis or Madison. I think it was Travis because he was so like broken down. Like you heard the shot for miles and miles. Chris, he runs down there all mad because his mama dead. And then at the end of the scene or the episode, like, did y'all notice when they was like going over the water, it was some red stuff in the water? Is that what caused the infection, or that was just like, okay, this is some red stuff, we just gonna keep y'all guessing? So I was like, I seen some red stuff in the sea. I don't know what it was, but it was just like kind of floating like on water or just beneath the water. It's like, is that what's causing the infection or not? So that was the gist of it on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.